Well, it's in the news all too often. Mass shootings, stabbings, acts of violence. Hopefully none of us will ever find ourselves in that situation. But knowing a few things can be prepared and respond correctly should the situation arise. Dr. Elisa Pescara-Kovac from UT is here with Dr. Paul Rega, UTMC Department of Emergency Medicine, with some free training coming up. Now, this is in response really to the Dayton shooting that we just had about a month ago. People saying they're nervous to go in public places, right?
Yes. Shortly thereafter, there were so many social media posts. People were talking about wanting to stay in, wanting to avoid concerts and bars and restaurants and the typical places where we see these incidents. And I think especially here, it hit so close to home with Dayton. And even, you know, with the Elizabeth Lacron case, really close to home.
Yeah, right here in our community. So you guys said, hey, let's educate the public. Let's get them prepared. Hopefully we never need this. So what have you got coming up here?
Well, actually, this has been going on for the past 2.5 years over at Toledo. We've been teaching our staff, our students, our faculty about things like impeding the bleed and tourniquets and everything from prevention all the way to postvention, using simulation as the way to do the education. So this is kind of like the coming to a culmination of everything that we've been doing for the past couple of years, and now we're having this Strive to Survive course that we're giving, which is going to be something that we think unique.
And something for the community to come out and do. You don't have to go to UT. You don't have to. Right. This is anybody can come and learn how to do this.
If the community has needs, we need to go into the community. Absolutely.
We're scheduled to go into a couple of the libraries in the Toledo Public Library System, the Frederick Douglass Community Center. So we're having those initiatives already taking place. So that's working out nicely.
Yeah, I think ours too is a little bit different. Dr. Gaber began the conversation very recently, sort of putting us all together in a room to discuss this comprehensive approach that very do. So when he's talking about prevention through recovery, we're talking about situational awareness. What should I concern myself with? And that is, do I face the door? What do I do exactly if I have these feelings that something's not quite right? To whom do I report that? And as you know, again, with the case that we have here, these plots can be thwarted, but there are many times when they're not, which is why we need Dr. Rega and the tourniquets and also the mental health subsequent to the incidents also.
So you brought some things with you here.
Yes.
What do you have?
Well, actually, we have this is tourniquet stuff.
Okay.
And the commercial tourniquet is encased like this. And what we use as a trainer is this type of tourniquet. Now, there are multiple types of tourniquets, but we use the one that's being used by Lucas County EMS so that we have a consistency. On top of that, because these tourniquets, although through Dr. Gaber, we've been able to have these tourniquets in various strategic locations across both campuses, we also know that it's possible that those tourniquets will not be available should something bad happen, like a Hurricane Dorian or like you know, an active shooter situation. So the other thing that we're emphasizing is also improvisational tourniquets. So I have some improvisational items.
Like a tie here.
So if you're willing, we can play on you.
This would be in the case if somebody has been shot, we want to keep them from bleeding out. Or if they're injured in the hurricane, something hits them, debris,
or
something like that.
Or you're carving a turkey with an electric knife.
It can
all
happen.
of a sudden you slip, and it comes right across here. What do you do about it?
Okay, so show me what we can do here.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Can I get up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, may I use your right arm? Okay, so you're bleeding out from here. Okay, that's why it's all red.
That's why it's red.
Exactly.
I came prepared.
So at this point, I mean, you could try doing direct pressure or internally as externally. However, something if you get an artery, it may not work. Okay, so quickly you can go ahead with a tourniquet like this, tear this apart, and then all of a sudden go ahead with this and open this up like so, and then apply it like that. And tie it down like so, like that. That's one part of it's called the strap. And then this part is called the windlass, which what this does is that you torque it so that this thing tightens and tightens and tightens until the end result is that this stops bleeding. Okay, and then you tuck it in. Can I do this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, tuck it in here. put the time that you did this over here, and then you're taken care of. Okay.
Okay.
So that's.
You might want to keep one of these in your home or something like that, just in case of a situation.
Exactly right. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, though, keep in mind that this thing has an expense to it, and there are a lot of people who are trying to figure out, how to live from day to day with your food, and all that kind of business. So that's why we're talking about improvisation.
Improvisational, yes.
So improv.
And what we find with the majority of mass shootings are some of
Right.
these injuries are not fatal initially, and then they
So we could stop that and keep it from getting
absolutely.
worse.
Yeah.
So in
A
this,
tie. You might be wearing a tie.
with a little kiss on lips.
Oh, I like it.
So in this kind of a situation, do the same thing. You're bleeding out from over here. Now this works in the arms and in the legs.
Okay.
Not the torso, not the head.
Okay.
Okay.
And just
And then
tie.
you
So
tie it like
these are the
that.
types of things that you're going to be showing at this
Absolutely.
training.
Exactly right.
When is the training coming up?
The training is September 3rd. That's our first training in the West Toledo Library from 6 to 7 p.m. And then we have another one on campus at the Simulation Center in the theater, and that's September 24th.
Okay.
And those are just sort of the beginning. And Dr. Rega has some strict, just the tourniquet piece, some trainings coming up with this,
Okay.
just that particular
Did you
piece
see
as
he,
well.
he did the phone and he's doing the same
did.
thing.
Show that?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
It'll work.
Okay.
That'll
Yes.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Thank you so much
You're
for,
quite welcome.
for
Thank you
showing
for
all
having us.
this and demonstrating here. Again, you can come out to these, open to the community, and learn a little bit. We hope we never need it. But
Exactly.
we
Absolutely.
appreciate you offering this to
Sometimes
folks.
those Thanksgiving turkeys are tough.
That's true. All right. Thanks for making us part of your day. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.